Tomo, take it over.
And just like that, my bracket was busted, just like everyone else's. Well, not everyone else's, because some people had a few of these teams going all the way. I mean, Florida, some people got Florida winning, some people got Houston winning, a lot of people got Duke winning. Auburn is there now. So
Dang.
a lot of ones, no twos, and a lot of teams saying hard work pays off because we all going to San Antonio. But one of these teams got to win the Natty. Houston versus Duke. That's at 8:49 on what's that, Saturday? Saturday. Yeah, I
Yep,
was looking at it.
so
Saturday because the women play on Friday. Okay. And then you got Florida Auburn at 6:09. I said the times backwards, but again, that's the first game, and then Houston Duke follows up. Both games will be on TBS. However, it's been a long month. It's been a lot of complaining and a lot of researching and a lot of people saying, you know what, I'm done with these brackets. I'm never doing it again. And the Final Four is here. So we got to pick who's going to win it. Like I said, all number one seeds. I should start with Dave because I already know what he's going to say. But I'm going to start with you, Joe, because none of our team's playing.
hey, Carl not gonna like that shot you took either. By the way.
He was on my line. I'm trying to enjoy. Let me give you a quick story before you go.
Okay.
I'm trying to enjoy my pina colada. I look up and I see that the Terps is losing. I said, well, you know what? It is what it is. I heard the coach was trying to get out of there anyway. So I'm good. Coach Carl sends me something on Twitter about his mascot doing a daily routine. And I was like, well, it feels good to watch your team. And then they lose right after that daily routine. So I had to get them back.
So I do want to say that I have every team in the Final Four except for Florida. I didn't predict Florida. Got all the other three. But this is make sure it's not fluke because all the people that got put on the number one seeds. In the Elite Eight, I had 6 out of 8 teams in the there you go. I had 6 out of 8 teams in the Elite Eight. But back to the question I had. Who will win the whole thing? First off, this is a historic year for these 4 teams that we see right now playing. First time since 2008, all 4 number one seeds made it to the Final Four. And we all remember that in 2008, Derrick Rose against Mario Chalmers. All right, which is crazy. But also, these 4 teams that's in the Final Four, this is, they have, like, far as net rating, they have they are all 4 of them are in the top 10 since 1996 in net rating in the tournament. All 4 of them, which is crazy. Duke is second behind Duke. I think 98 Duke team, 99 Duke team. Houston is 5th, Florida's 8th, Auburn is 9th. Also, all 4 coaches never won a natty. It's gonna be the first one. I mean, John Shire won as a player, obviously, but as a head coach, none of them won a natty. So history will happen. But who I'm going with? Come on, who I pick in my bracket? Go on, Houston. Is there a problem? No, because they're going to win. I got Houston winning. I know they play Duke, Dave. I know they play Duke. All right? But I think it's going to be a good matchup. Houston is probably the best defensive team in college right now. I know Duke is probably the most efficient. Yeah, better than Duke. Yes. Yes, Duke is right there too, but Houston is better.
Did you see what we did? Go ahead. I'm going to let you talk.
Did you see what Houston did all season? But go ahead, dog. Hey, Carl, back me up, man, in the comments. Anyway, Houston is probably the best defensive team in the league. They're 5th in the nation in all D1 teams and field goal percentage allowed, right? They also probably the best 3-point shooter team in the league in college. So they got a really good team. Also, Duke, he's a rematch from last year. You know what happened, Dave. Burr never got hurt. Y'all would have lost, but he got hurt. It is what it is. Y'all won. It's going to be a rematch. But I got Houston winning, and I got them playing Auburn in the championship. Give me Houston, though, all the way.
I knew you was going to come on here and say something that I was going to disagree with. I just knew it. Okay, did you see what we did to Alabama? After what Alabama did the other night, they scored 113 points. And then we shut them down. Mark Sears only had, 6 points the entire game? We shut their best player down. So cut it with them being the best defensive team. And I understand what you're saying, but as far as the tournament, only one team got within 7 points against us. We actually have the most, we're outscoring them each team by 20.5 points. So that's offense and defense. That means we playing really good defense and really good offense. You know, we're the only team top 5 in offense and defense in the tournament right now.
Get
So
them.
we're really good offensively and defensively. So we're better than Houston.
Get
So
'em.
Duke, of course, I have going all the way. I think it's gonna be Duke against Florida. I think Florida is the better between Florida and Auburn. So I think Walter Clayton Jr. I believe he's gonna go off. I don't really see what Auburn's going to be able to do to stop them. So I think they'll be really good. Houston is really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to disrespect them because I think they're a really good team. I think they're the second best team in the conference. I mean, in the tournament, if not them, Florida. So I really, really like this matchup. This is going to be the toughest matchup for Duke. Even though we definitely had, it was the beginning of the game against Alabama wasn't easy, but we took over in the second half. So I like what we did back then. But that game right there showed me that we can go up against some really good scores. Because, like you said, Houston does have one of the best 3-point shooting teams, if not the best 3-point shooting team. I think we're right there too because we got Con Knuppel, we got Tyrese Proctor, Coop can definitely shoot from 3. I mean, Malawak had made 1 or 2. I'm not gonna say he's a 3-point shooter though, but he got out there once or twice. And then we still got Sion James, who's really good. And I'm going with Duke. I think Duke is the best team overall in the tournament. So I'm going with my team with Duke. And people may say it's biased, but I didn't have us winning the last year, and that was my team. I knew that we had some flaws, so that wasn't going to happen. But this team this year is a whole lot different. Like I said, the defensive part on Duke is what impressed me the most because they're a really good defensive team, and it's led by Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg is one of the best defensive players in the country, and he shows it. He's only 18 years old. So to have an 18-year-old come out there who was actually supposed to still be in high school right now, coming out and showing what he's supposed to do right now, he's going to be the number 1 overall pick in the draft. I know we've been talking about him possibly coming back to Duke. As much as I would like to see it, go get your money. Go get your money. Go to the pros. Go do your thing. But I just think Cooper Flagg, Con Knuppel, and then Isaiah Evans coming off the bench, I think that our team is just destined to win it all.
Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead and read it, Dave.
Shout out to my boy Teddy, the other Duke fan in the chat, of course. Shout out to member for 19 months. Shout out to the best sports network on the internet. Everyone on the show has as many hits as Raphael. Oh, wow.
I knew he didn't see that part.
Joe set me up. Raphael Devers, hashtag Red Sox sucks, hashtag kids are starving, hashtag WWT.
You got the kids are starving.
Come on, man. That's the worst time to be doing that.
Hey, he was like, man, my fellow Duke brother, you know.
Come on, Teddy. That's messed up, man. I thought you was my boy.
That's what happened when you're in the chats.
I got Duke all the way.
That's what happened when you're in the chats. Y'all could be homies in one chat and then y'all rivals in another. Like, look.
Yeah, we did let Arizona put him 93. Then we made it for in the next game, and we didn't allow Alabama to do that. We only allowed 65 against Alabama. So next.
Before you go, Tomo, I do think Duke is the best team only because their team is really good, but they also got the best player. I think he's the best player in the country. There's no maybe. You know, I think he is the best player in this tournament right now. So, and I think Auburn is better than Florida too.
That's an argument to be made, but I think Florida's better.
Yeah, Florida barely got here, you know. But go ahead, Tomo.
Barely.
Florida ain't my team, so they lose don't matter to me.
I couldn't tell. You talking about something barely. I couldn't tell. They took one team down. But it's cool because when you were reading your bracket, I was like, you know what? I literally picked Duke to win it all. Then I changed it. I picked Florida to win it all. Then I said, you know what? Maryland got a good team. I'm gonna just go with the high hand, and then boom. If they lose, they lose. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. But I had, strangely enough, I had Maryland beating Houston. So this is how you know I was in delusional land. This is I had them beating all these good teams when I already know I seen them lose like 5 or 4 games when it came down to the stretch, and literally look at them now. So I say that to say this. Out of this Final Four, I got Florida versus Duke. I know that Houston versus Duke game is going to be the one to watch, and that's why they put it on prime time, because boy, oh boy, you don't know what's going to come out of that. But, Joe, you took the words right out of my mouth. Well, I was going to say Duke does have one of the best teams, but when you have the best team with the best player, good things are going to happen. Houston has been on a run. Man, strong defense. You know, they got the experience there just a little bit. But I think this is just one of those years where you're going to see Cooper Flag go in, beat Houston, beat Florida, become the number one pick, and he's going to be right back there. You know, the cherry blossoms is coming up. You know, we're going to get him a cherry blossom Wizards jersey. We might get him a hat. I'm just saying, when you're watching one of the best players do something like this, man, you just got to tip your hat to him. Now, again, I'm not saying Houston is a slouch, but sometimes you're just going to need some players to make the big plays. I'm not going with Teddy, though, with saying Duke by a million. This might be one of the closest games that they had throughout this tournament because they have been putting hands on some people. But, yeah, I got Duke winning it all. As far as the two Final Fours, I got Florida winning over Auburn. And then, like I said, I got Duke over Houston.
Yeah, I also don't think that we win by a million. I think this game will be close. I don't think that it's going to be a blowout at all.
I think all both games going to be good games. I know we ain't talk about Florida and Auburn a lot, but I'm curious to see Janai Broome against the front court for
because
Florida.
Florida big man's gonna create some challenges for him for sure.
Yeah.
I know he had some challenges in the last game, but I didn't think that it was gonna be. I didn't think that was too much of a challenge for him, honestly. But this game right here is definitely gonna be a challenge for him.
And he's playing great so far. But Florida, man, I mean, sometimes I only got Walter Clayton Jr. I'm thinking Steph Curry, the way he be looking at the end of games. Them threes he be hitting. So
yeah, like he hit like 3 step back threes in that game, bro. It was crazy.
There was one time he ran to the 3-point line, just turned around and shot. Look like Steph Curry against the Clippers a long time ago. Bro. I was like, dang.
I say he's on fire. He gonna create some problems for Auburn. I don't think Auburn has anyone that can guard him, honestly.
Oh yeah, and last thing I want to say is this: Cooper Flag have a chance to outdo. I'm not gonna say outdo. He would do what he did, but have a better year, in my opinion. What Carmelo did.
Yep. I've been hearing a lot of people say that he's the best freshman of all time. I said, ooh, hold up. That's he has the chance to be, but I'm not gonna say he's there yet. He ain't even won it all yet. Melo actually won it all, so Melo still has that title right now. But if we talking about both ends of the floor, I'm definitely giving it to Coop because he's great defensively and offensively. He's only 18 years old. He came in at 17. He's supposed to be a senior in high school right now.
So you trying to tell me he got a chance to be the Gaffo?
Oh my goodness. We're gonna talk about a Gaffo. Page. Gaffo. Joe, y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all gotta stop.
Coming up with all these new terms, man.
Hey, the greatest freshman of all time.
And Walter Clayton he nasty. He is nasty.
Gaffo. You gotta go folk.
There you go, Dave. You can say that about Cooper Flag. They go folk.
Nah, don't say that too much.
No, I'm not
you saying something else.
at least Grote had one syllable. You got go. That's too much. That's too much already.
Now it's stuck in my head. Go folk. All right, let's move on, man, to another tournament.
The G silent, the folk.
All right, now you French. All right, so vote.